it's so obvious, like, people like me, like, we would never have a chance to survive or do anything because we're just one guy, you know, or like two people on stage. And that's not accepted, you know? Especially in North America, it's like, people want to see a band, people want to see a fucking drummer. They don't want to see one guy up there. And then, you know, for people like Martin Rev and Vega, they pioneered that shit, you know? They did it in the 70s and they endured so much pain, you know? Because it's not accepted. But they opened the door for so many, like, generations to come, you know? They proved that they can fucking do it and don't give a shit, you know? You just do your thing. And it doesn't matter if people hate you. It doesn't matter if fucking people like throw beer bottles at you. You just take everything. You just do your shit.
I can't even hear the not the way love treats me. I can't even hear the footprints.
People were just in shock when they would see him. And the thing is, they opened for like normal bands. They would open for Blondie. They opened for the New York Dolls. They opened for all different popular bands that played popular songs. But when they came on, it was just this like, this, you know, crazy sound of you know, some electronic machine going haywire. And people didn't know what to take. I mean, you know, how to take it. They didn't know what to expect. They didn't know what it was.
See, and then there's a 5.
Yeah.
And you have the abstract thing.
Right, the other, what is it? Here you go.
But it doesn't have the other thing.
Oh, yeah, because you just had me loop the end of it. You want to hear it loop with the whole?
I don't want it.
Oh.
I just like the voice. I thought the voice.
Oh, the,
Yeah, that and the electronic thing.
Well, I have to really listen to his vision in a manner of speaking, because to me, his music is like kaleidoscopic. It's like a kaleidoscope, many different colors and many different patterns of sound. You know, it might sound like a bunch of noise to some people, or it might sound, I don't know what it might sound like, but to me, I hear sounds within sounds. And
you really didn't compare them to other bands that played with guitars and drums and sang songs, because Suicide didn't have any guitars or drums or any kind of normal instrument. They had you know, Marty Rev on the keyboard, just making these sounds. And it wasn't like a musician who plays guitar and smiles and tries to get their attention. He was just standing there with these big, thick glasses. You couldn't even see, not just his eyes, you couldn't see half his face. No expression, and he's just holding the keyboard, and he's just, that's it. I do have a picture of them in the dressing room where Joe was just staring at Alan, and that he had the blood dripping down. You see, Alan had a little cut on the side of his face. He would hit himself with the microphone, and then he'd start bleeding. You know, and he was literally singing and performing with blood dripping down his face. And at one point he came backstage, and I have a picture of Joe Strummer kind of staring at him, going like, my God, you do that every night for your act. And the thing was, it was the same cut. And every night he would just hit it, and it would open up, and it would bleed a little. But you don't really keep yourself ready to bleed every night. But Alan was ready to bleed every night.
Avec Alan, c'est la rencontre, c'est lui qui est venu. Et j'ai connu en fait Martin Grive avant Alan. Et vous voyez que j'étais un mec qui parlait toujours de lui, comme Elvis, comme un dieu, quoi. Parce que c'est ça. Martin aussi, hein. J'étais très très fan de Martin. Hein. Martin Grive, c'était quand même un mec extraordinaire, quoi. Un mec barré, un génie. Déjà à l'époque, il était arrivé avec Lise. Et on a joué au poker. J'ai aimé Suicide, le groupe, hein. C'est quand même aussi Tout ça, au début, c'est un groupe. Deux mecs de génie qui se croisent et voilà, ça fait feu, quoi.
Oh, America. The beautiful, the wonderful America. Oh, I guess it's going to shit like everything else in this country. But who knows? America's going where it has to go. It's not exactly the way I like to see it go, the way it's going, because it's changing. But it's happening the way it's happening, I guess. And deservedly so, because there's nothing but a bunch. America exists for a bunch of idiots. Just nothing but idiots, American idiots, all over the place. Just look at television. Television to me is a wonderful barometer of things that are happening around this planet. And it's all like, idiots. America. That's me. I don't know anything else.